Hello and welcome back to Factorio and Space Exploration with Krastorio 2. So, today we want to figure out a little bit of automation here. And I'm not entirely sure how I want to do this. But basically, I want to make sure that we have a certain amount of number of items for research specifically in space. I know I said last time we're probably going to be working on this, but I want to automate science to the point where I can mostly leave it alone. And that's not where we are right now. So novice orbit outbound, right? Let me just double check here. This is novice orbit outbound. This is reading contents of logistics network. Boom. So we have a bunch of stuff here. And let's do space capsule less than 1. Let's request 1. Do that. And I think this is going to insert 1. And then be like, yeah, that's fine. This is now red. This is now ready. Okay, so far, so good. Okay. So how do we want to do this? We have a couple of things specifically that we want. So I'm thinking... This is kind of annoying, but... So for example, let's take... Oh, we don't even need to use a filter. Actually. Let's take this, go here. Take that, go here. So let's say that we start with a blank tech card. Now the thing is, I want to take whatever we have and add a certain number. That's the challenge here. So let's say that I would like 10k of this. This is your output. Okay. Let's leave that there. And then I always forget which one of these I actually need to use. Let's make sure we have these in here. We want this, that, this. Constant combinator. We can even get these. that. There we go. So I will take... You know what? We can probably do this instead. Let's find a reasonable icon for this. I don't see anything. Maybe stack size. Let's say 10k. Okay. It's not an arithmetic combinator, and it's not that. I'm pretty sure it's this, yeah. So if we take this and that, and whenever this is less than stack size, you output this, yeah? Okay. Because I want to see here, we want to have something in here as well, right? I think 10k is too much. We probably want to do 2k to start with. Let's do this. And this is enabled whenever blank tech card is more than 0, right? So that should be enabled now. And this will stop once these are actually done. So let's try this. Not 100% sure this is gonna work, but we'll see, we'll see. Okay, it's definitely increasing, so I think this is working like intended. I think we even just do this, you know. So once this reaches 2k, it should stop. And we have a lot in storage as well. Okay, we can kind of move on then. I think we can then do this green don't want you to insert anything yet. Preferably. Then we do military. We'll do blue. We'll do rocket tech card. Okay, there we go. This is now 1.8k. I don't think this is going to be 100% exact. But it's going to give us a good indication, right? And then we'll need to do this and that. And then we'll take red to red. Okay, and now you are done, right? Because you should be filling up to 2k, and it's not really doing anything right now. So that's fine. Oh, great. And then this is going to be red tech card. Green tech card. That. Blue. Rocket. So green, military, chemical, rocket. Green, green, military, military, chemical, chemical, rocket, rocket. That should be doing that. I think so far so good. But we have a lot of these ingredients that we need. For example, we can't send motors, so motor is gonna have to be a thing here as well. So it's gonna be motor, green motor, that I know of. Then it's gonna be the data collection thing. The data collection card. I think we have to go through the sciences here. Water is done. We're gonna need processing units. So we're gonna need circuits. Red, blue, and green. Okay, so that's done. This will be done with motor. This, we need efficiency modules. We need 3 types of modules as well. They're gonna be behind there, which is gonna be really annoying. But let's see here. Alright, I actually need to send red signal through here as well, yeah? Right. Okay. My bad. I need to send red signal through. So far, so good. Can we do that, please? Why am I not getting that signal? Oh, I am. I am. I'm dumb. Cool. So then we do these circuits. This is gonna be green. This is gonna be red. And this is gonna be blue. Cool. So then this would be green circuit. This is gonna be green circuit. This would be red circuits. Where did that go? Here. And this here is gonna be blue circuits. There we go. And then we do this. Cool. Down here we'll do the data. Is it rough data storage substrate? I forgot. It's rough data storage substrate. Which actually needs to be in a thing. This is rough data storage substrate. Data. Okay. So we're now loading up with a bunch of these, which is cool. I don't think you have any. Oh, wait. This needs to be 1, actually. This is not input count, because this is not gonna work if it's 0, as we can see here clearly. But we just need this to activate. Cool. So the red signals is what we have in the rocket. That's fine. So we need the motors. We need the 3 modules. This needs to be small electric motor. This needs to be big electric motor. This needs to be speed modules. And this needs to be efficiency module. And productivity module. And this should then output. Okay. It's really rough seeing or not seeing all of these. Okay, so we'll do small electric motor here. We'll do this. This is gonna be big electric motor. This will be speed module. This will be efficiency module. Speed module, efficiency module. What the hell did I miss? This will be productivity module. Now, I know that sending 2k of these modules not gonna be super efficient, but whatever, dude. Okay, let's take a check here. You are not able to empty this out. Can I get one of those, please? Okay. Cyanide rods, they are solved. Easy peasy. This is done. That's done. That's done, I think. Lithium. Can we send lithium here? We can. Just from buffer chests. We don't have lithium in a buffer chest. That's unfortunate. We don't have lithium in any chest at all. Let's do this. That's fine. So lithium is done. We have that. Iron ingots, vulcanite, and uranium. Iron ingots, vulcanite, uranium, done. Anything for this? Those are done. Speed modules are done. I think the basics for this is actually done. I do think the basics of this is actually kind of done. That's cool. So if I send this now like it is, There's obviously gonna be a delay before this lands and registers up there. So there's gonna be a little bit that fills up, which is fine. So we're gonna need all of these things here anyway. So this means that I can pretty much just send whatever I want in terms of research without there being a huge impact on what I'm sending, and I don't need to do this manually anymore, which is really, really amazing. We're not getting any more plasma, because we're not getting any more gel, because we're not getting any petroleum, because we don't have this for petroleum. Petroleum barrel. Petroleum thing. Petroleum barrel. That's fine. Okay. That's nice. Okay, so the next thing that I think that we're going to be working on is going towards this. Because the next tier of the space lab has 6 module slots instead of 3, which is going to be great for our productivity. Now, we need lithium-sulfur batteries to make this. And lithium-sulfur batteries are really freaking easy to make. That's like no challenge at all. Which is great. So I think what I'm gonna do is very stupid. And I should probably not do this. But we're making lithium, which I can't. We're gonna have to make... Can I make a little copy? And then this too. No, I wanted to replace it with another building. Okay, I can't. That's unfortunate. Let's just make this normally then. We need this. Actually, we probably want to make this somewhere where we have sulfuric acid. Which would be here, for example. Lithium sulfur battery. Let's make 100. 100. Do that. Then we output this into a couple of very nice passive provider chests and put some power there. Okay, so we don't have cargo things. because we don't have this, because we don't have red circuits. Because we're kind of capped on this. Oh, that's gonna take some time. Whatever, dude. I want to start unlocking the space science lab so we can start building that. Another thing that I would like to do soon, TM, because we do recycle a couple of these rocket parts. We have 204 cargo sections. We have 10 cargo pods and 18 space capsules up here. It would be wise to send those down to a novice again. We really should be doing that. So let's go take a look at building a couple of science labs here. So we don't have those either. So wait, can we even make these? We can. We cannot. Okay. So we're gonna have to make the first couple of labs down here. Like so. Okay. Let's do that. Boom. So that means we also need lithium sulfur batteries up there. Which would be another of these things. To look at. Which incidentally could become this, for example. Lithium sulfur battery. Lithium sulfur battery. Boom. Lithium sulfur battery. Lithium sulfur battery. Cool. Very, very cool. So now this will prepare rockets for us. We could set a launch trigger. For example, maybe we want to launch this every, let's say 15 minutes. We can build a timer that goes up to a certain amount of ticks and then sends a green signal. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe I'll do that next time. Because I don't feel like... I'm not even sure we have enough to build one every 15 minutes, really. Can we do anything about this? The next step here is advanced assembling machine. It's the same amount of module slots. Wow. Wow, okay. But it's way faster. Okay. Green circuits kind of struggling here. And we can't really do anything about this without copper. We kind of have to do something with copper. We do need to do something with copper. And I think we're gonna give it this treatment. Okay, let's get that done as well. Let's do this. There we go. We're gonna stop that temporarily and we're gonna wait for this to unload. Meanwhile, we can probably just send this belt. We don't need this fuel to go here anymore. This is only going to the copper smelting. There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna trash unrequested again. Because why not? I really like this solution, honestly. Why did you load so many blank tech cards, though? You loaded 900 more. Okay, so I guess it takes that much time before everything registers up here. Do we have these? We don't. Let's do that. The problem here is unloading. I want to build something better for this later, but the only thing that we can do right now is making sure this unloads as quickly as possible. Even like that, probably. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Let's start deconstructing this. There we go. We'll do that as well. We'll take this, flip it, put it down. We'll take that. No. No. We'll flip it. Put it there. Take this and go up. And then we'll go with this. Can I get a little bitty warehouse? We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll get a red belt to go out. And we'll get that to go in there. Cool. That looks pretty decent. I'd like to get big mining drills as well. I'm really interested in that. They have 5 module slots instead of 3. So that's gonna be a good thing as well. And they have 11 times 11 instead of 7 times 7 as their mining area. So this really nice setup that we made here is gonna be very obsolete very, very soon. Oh, which I don't mind that much, but we'll figure something out. We need 18 more of these furnaces, though. Why are they not being built? Oh no, that's... How many can I make? I can make 9, okay. Well, let's just make that. What am I missing to make more? Is it steel? Okay. Not that bad. And we're probably missing a couple of modules as well. Which is okay. They're going to be built eventually. You know what we could maybe make? I just had a great idea. Potentially a great idea. Let me take this here. I just want to build a substation here so I can see the signal, actually. So if we pipe this in here, if each is more than 0, so if we were to cut this, if everything is less than that, okay. So whenever these requests are filled, and we're not filling this up anymore, we're gonna send this. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't really make sense. Because we'll keep sending rockets then. I'm not sure. No, I don't think we do that. I think we build a timer for it to send the green signal. It's a decent idea, but I don't think the implementation of that would work. Let's see, we need 9 more of the furnaces. So let's build those. This needs to go over to make copper. We'll do that. That's fine. And we can trash unrequested because I don't need that right now. This is all gonna make copper. We don't really need this. I don't know where that really came from, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so we send this again. We made miners here somewhere, didn't we? My blind. We made them here. Let's make these. Do that. This. That. Modules. These are not difficult to make by any means. We are out of blue circuits, really? Oh yeah, that makes sense because we're out of these. It totally makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's see. Copper going up. I think we can just... No. We can activate this. This should be... We were doing 1500 before. And I'm hoping it's gonna do 1800 now. So we got a full belt. I'm hoping, but we'll see. Still need 25 of those modules, which is insane. Yeah, so this is half a belt. This is now gonna start up. Oh, do we really have enough motors? We do. We have 1.2k in here, though. Which means we should have 800 something here. Yeah, 700, roughly. Beryllium plate. We probably got that when we landed up there in the first place. Okay, we are approaching 1800. We are approaching 1800. Cool. Very, very cool. I could run another belt. The problem with this build is it can consume like 3,500, yeah. Wait, there's one of these. Oh, okay. Well, officially full red belt of copper plates. Very, very nice. I think it's gonna be a little bit more, just ever so slightly, when we get to that point. This ain't working here either. We need more explosives. So we can put modules in here. This is very, very slow. Interestingly enough, heat shielding is not a problem anymore for these capsules. Should make double the amount of explosives now. I don't remember what we used these for. Oh, we probably just put them in there. Yep. And this here is now flooded and should be draining a full belt. It should be draining a full belt. Very, very cool. Okay. Nice. So I didn't get any of the heat shielding and rocket parts stuff done, which kind of sucks. But we did automate this. We just need to figure out a like reasonable launch code for this so that we can launch it automatically without any manual need. I think launching every 30 minutes or so would be reasonable. And we'll make it so that it sends a green signal for like 30 seconds and then it resets. So let's say we launch every 29.5 minutes, we let it go for 30 seconds and then, so it's going to be roughly it's going to be a 30-minute rotation at least. I think that's the reasonable way to do it. It's a little bit of waste here because we're not going to be like sending everything all the time. This would be very smart to get. Well, any other research that we really should be getting? This would be nice to have. 8x8. I don't care about the power armor because the spacesuit makes that not matter. We can probably make a big fuel refinery as well. It's gonna improve this. This has a little bit more fuel slot or module slots, and it has a bit faster crafting speed. So we can probably put productivity modules in that, which would be very nice. Okay, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. you like this content, then consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, have a really, really nice day.